recording. All right. We are live, and this is the first episode in the Horrors at the Asylum miniseries. This continues on from the Where the Traffic Leads miniseries that just ended at the carnival, where Faust's character they were attempting to ambush him, part of a human trafficking ring. And Faust invited the entirety of the new champions along. The mercenaries that tried to abduct Faust were not expecting a team of superpowered heroes, and so they miserably failed. But they also encountered a mutant at the carnival that swooped in soon after the new champions engaged with the mercenaries and were starting to win. This mutant was subdued, and there were nanites that were in the mutant, and the team was able to figure that out through some deft analysis from maximum resistance. And Cypher then was able to convince them through his computer control. I don't know exactly how you call that, Cypher, but we were able to convince the nanites to leave and to choose another profession. And that's really where we are. The nanites have basically not threatened to kill this mutant. The nanites were programmed to do that, basically a kill switch. And Cypher feels pretty confident that that's not going to happen. The mutant is still unconscious at the carnival, and that's where the scene begins. Now, I assume, Maxwell, you take off, you come back somewhere else. You're not in this upcoming session, but if you want to participate in the wrap-up of the previous one, that's cool. I'm going to go down the list and just ask each person what they're doing at the end of the carnival session, and then we'll try to wrap that up as quickly as we can and get into this next scene. So, Ghost, you obviously did a lot of waylaying on this mutant. Are you doing anything particular as this whole nanite situation's unplaying and the mutants being subdued? What are you doing?
Ghost has no understanding as to the situation with this mutant or how it works. So she would she'd fly above the level of where the drones were and basically circle the area looking for other threats. Meanwhile, keeping an eye on the big mutant. If he gets up, she'll go to town on the guy again.
Okay. When you're going up there, and I don't think we ever resolved this, but I'll let you do it with some hand waving. Do you destroy these bird drones? I think you all saw through them eventually. Are y'all going to let them keep spying on you, or are you going to take them out?
I would destroy all but one. One I would capture and bring back down to the ground and show the people who are gathered around the super mutant and let them decide what to do with it.
So that's a good point then. There's a drone active that Ghost has brought back down here. Look what I found. Cypher or Max or any of you all with tech skills, we can kind of retcon this. Would you all have allowed that thing to keep active? What would you do? You just say it and then let's move on.
I think that we had determined that they were still broadcasting, and so we were trying to. Well, we tracked that broadcast back to the asylum, right?
That's right. Wild Thing also found the GPS coordinates of it, but you all knew that they were transmitting back to the asylum. Yes.
Okay.
Are y'all going to allow them to continue transmitting? What are you gonna do with them?
I think since we know where it goes, it should break it.
Shut it. Not so much break it, but definitely shut it down. Unless the technologies of these drones are standard. If they're not standard, then don't want to break it, but we'll want to shut it down.
Yeah, there's nothing fancy. I mean, nothing that your tech people couldn't have built 10 times better, right? They're just drones that had a holographic image on them. that was making them look like birds, and that kind of the hollow image thing. What you saw through it, and I mean, you can kind of still see that it's trying to project a holographic image around it, but you're holding the drone in your hand. You just know.
Okay. Well, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it all down.
Crunch.
Okay, so I'm just going to hand wave that either Max or Cypher was able to shut it down without destroying it. Y'all want to do something with it later. Cypher, if you want to turn it into.
I'm a technology hog.
Yeah, you're gonna turn it into something that's cool. Okay, so now with the mutant, and obviously Faust is still hopping on one leg, but Ghost did that, brought down the machine, handled that. Nemesis, you want to tell us what you're doing in this very moment at the end of the carnival session?
She was there helping keep RoboCon subdued.
Okay, so you're just kind of knee in the back. He's still unconscious. You're keeping him subdued. Faust, tell us what you're doing.
Well, I'm continuing to hop on one leg, hopefully not for very long, and I had suggested perhaps to some of our wealthier superheroes whether they could, if they would want to try to rehire the mercenaries so that they would be on our side, and see if that works, or we will have to at some point, I guess, turn it loose.
Yeah, I mean, so are you gonna? I think RuneForce would pipe in and say, yeah, if you're able to negotiate it, there isn't a price I can't pay. And I don't know, RuneForce wouldn't know that Wild Thing's a billionaire as well, but RuneForce.
Quite frankly, on this. Okay, good.
No, so that's basically, I'm just asking. I don't know who's a bazillionaire here, but looking at, some of our heroes' armor, I figure some of them might be wealthy, so I'm suggesting that we, if they think it would be a good idea to try to rehire, pay these guys 3 times what their employers are paying them, and have them join in the assault on the asylum.
My character I don't know how RuneForce feels about this, but my Wild Thing will basically veto that and says we want to deliver them to base, blindfolded or what have you, back to base into cells. She wants to set her interrogator on them.
All right, that's fine. We can hold them for you to feed on them later. That's fine.
Okay, so y'all are not going to try to
Nemesis,
turn.
Nemesis, do you mention that you have that base, or is that not available yet?
It's not available yet.
Okay.
It's vision.
But she's working on it.
Yeah, so I'm okay with taking them to the demon base, or probably the demon base rather than to Homestead.
Yeah, Socrates will pipe in with very much agreement with not bringing Homestead, and we'll also be very glad that that we're not using them. He agrees with Wild Things that they're not to be trusted.
Yeah, and do we feel that if we wake up RoboCop, he's not going to try to kill us? Because he would be great to throw him at this asylum too, but if no one feels comfortable with that, then we can imprison him.
We don't even know whether he'll maintain powers without activation from the nanites that we have removed from his system.
Absolutely, I'm just thinking that it would be fun to try, but I'm also the one that walks up to demons and says hello.
And shakes that hand. Okay, so Faust, you're gonna keep hopping for probably 5 or 10 minutes, and then you'll get a chance to recover. You would do just regular recoveries, to recover out of the mind control.
So Cypher's going to telepathically tell Fleetwood, one of the Fleetwoods, probably Lindsay, record him doing that. We'll have that for playback later.
This is going to be the role, the Christmas party role, holiday party role.
If I notice anyone trying to film me, I will also try to do the Macarena while hopping on one leg.
To be impressive.
That I want to see.
Windwalker, you're at the carnival as well. Are you doing anything as this all unfolds, or are you just waiting for the show with RoboCon?
Well, let's see. After the dancing that we engaged in, let's see. No, I guess I would just try and monitor Robo Mutant or whatever we're calling him, and then back at base, just get to know the place. And did we ever work out that whole teleporting and getting caught in between dimensions thing?
Yeah. That was a side effect of overpowering the fight that was happening at the moment. That's not happening anymore.
Okay, good.
Cave Mother is definitely under control with Socrates' routines. So Cave Mother is actually quite nice. Always has espresso ready for you.
Okay.
And some cookies as well.
She's there's not much to
do. Yeah.
I'm going to rename her to Mrs. Butters.
Mrs. Butters. That's awesome.
I approve.
Mrs. Butters. Okay. Okay, Cypher, you are videoing this. I assume that you will inform the group if you feel like RoboCon is safe to awaken? Or you haven't said that. What do you feel, Cypher? Will you tell the group?
I don't think that we should waken him yet.
Yeah, I was wondering about the rest of his tech stuff that he's got going on. I mean, I assume it's more than just the nanites. He had like a whole cybernetic eye and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm 97% certain that he is neutralized.
Okay, so we'll resolve that question of waking him up or not in just a moment. Wild Thing, are you going to do anything there while you're at the carnival? I know you want to take these mercenaries back and interrogate them, and we can handle that offline.
Correct.
But anything at the carnival with the RoboCon?
Actually, no, not at the carnival. Not here. She will. We haven't. If nobody else has already said it, I might have missed it. Call in a containment vehicle.
We have such a thing.
Not sure why you call him RoboCon though. Why are you calling him RoboCon?
He's a.
Faust has a sick sense of humor, or at least a very bad sense of humor. I thought of RoboCop, RoboCon. It stuck.
He's a prisoner.
He came from an asylum.
So Robo-Lunatic?
Roboloon is fine.
You're over here arguing about his name while Faust is helping.
We must be specific in our navy. Yeah, just wait for containment vehicle.
We don't have a containment vehicle.
Yeah, that's it. We're not there yet. We haven't. No one's put any experience points toward it.
We have an armored car here that we can use.
Yeah, you could. That's true. You could commandeer that.
Use the gun.
We can easily contain them. We just don't have a containment vehicle or people to drive it out here.
Yep.
Okay.
If Max is leaving, can he not look after that aspect of things?
What do you mean?
We could just put them in the car, and I could wall them into the car. That won't ever be able to get out.
If I remember, Max can't teleport somebody without the permission unless that's changed.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
How would we get him in the base to imprison him?
What's this? Him being RoboCon? How are you getting RoboCon to the demon base to imprison him there?
Yeah, what's the process of getting into the demon base?
Yeah, so Rune Force can portal to the explore plane, which is parked at the base, the demon base,
Okay.
and he can bring people with him. So if you decide, hey, we want to bring him to the base, Rune Force would pop in and take him back and pop him and take a couple people with him too. And then from there, you would be able to get into the base easily enough. So getting there is not a problem. And the bases are connected for people who have darker web fobs.
Well, if Reinforce wants to come get him, I'll go with. I could have Max go with him.
Okay.
Which would be why Max isn't going to the loony bin.
There you go. So you all take the RoboCon dude unconscious to the demon base. That doesn't take but a second or 2 seconds. And so...
Okay, but before we have Rune Force show up, I'm going to create a loop so that the next people watching don't see you arrive and see them leave.
Oh, that's
so
fair.
all of a sudden they will lose whatever they had seen. Like all of a sudden everybody will be gone, but they won't know what happened.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I got an idea. Let Nemesis shapeshift into RoboCon.
Yeah.
And she'll just come staggering up to the front door.
Mm.
I like it.
Me too. That worked for us so well last time.
Yeah.
This has merit.
Yes.
No, you came as you were expecting to be attacked. You were.
Okay.
This is something where she might get attacked, but then again, she might not.
Am I remembering something incorrectly? Because I don't remember that working out.
It worked out for a minute.
Just for a minute, though.
Just for a minute. I mean, it looked like a good idea at the time.
It is only her life on the line, so I'm kind of for it.
So the RoboCon is now nestled in one of the cells at the demon base. His nanites are disabled. Did you try to contain them somehow, make them walk out into a petri dish, or are they still in him, or do you want to resolve that? Like, we can resolve that later.
We'll resolve that later. But basically, I've got the petri dish that I'm going to hide someplace.
Yeah, and I'll just say, as he goes into the cell, Runeforce and Max will see, he walks in under his own power. He's conscious at this point, but he's kind of like mouth open, drool coming out of the left of his mouth. Right? He's alive, but he is
just
not
like church on Sunday morning.
Exactly. He's very bored. The sermon was way too long. He's
not compass mentis, is what you're saying.
He is not having much going on right now without those nanites helping him. So he's going to be in the cell, and that's fine. That's where Runeforce and Max leave him for the duration. Now we'll get back to this moment. You all have kind of encapsulated up these mercs. And you will do some interrogation of them right now. Do you want to interrogate them? Make any interrogations before we make a frontal assault on this asylum, or what do you want to do? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do a quick interrogation and save the in-depth one for later.
Okay.
Your name and serial number. Okay, we're done.
Okay, so do you have an interrogation skill?
I do not have interrogation. No.
That might be an experience. That might be an experience point spend for you since you do some interrogating.
Okay, cool. I will spend a point into interrogation.
Oh, by the way, are we going to do the hero points and flashback things?
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I definitely want you all to do it. If you all will each roll 2d6 and record, and I'll see it on your thing. Good. Thank you for saying that. I would not have wanted to. So it's ghost equals 9.
9 and 3.
Faust equals 7. Cipher equals 9. Nemesis equals 14. Really? How can you? No,
Nice.
it's a two die 6. You gotta roll 2 die 6. Nemesis.
I thought I rolled 2 die 6.
No, Nemesis rolled 3 die 6.
I don't know.
Oh,
Windwalker got 5. Wild Thing got 9. Nemesis got 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, that is the group. Your hero action points basically can change a die roll, can change a damage class, can change basically pretty much anything 1 for as much as you put into it. Okay, so you're at the interrogation. So you're gonna have a -4 to the interrogation roll. So you're basically rolling it like a familiarity until you put the experience point into it. But if you want to try to make an interrogation roll against them, please do. Obviously they've been subdued, so I'll give you some bonuses to it. But you basically need to roll as well as you can. See if you get some information out of them. Wild Thing.
Can I first intimidate?
Sure, make a presence roll.
Yeah, remember your presence is only for fear, so it's not going to give them information. They're not going to give you better information. It's just going to make them afraid.
Do that. I've got an idea.
I'm talking about the regular presence to convince them that my authority.
Yeah, you can do it. Make a regular presence.
Not the fear one, just a regular presence.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you can totally do your fear thing too. It's just not going to give you information. It's just going to make them scared.
Yeah, no,
it's a twofold thing. It's a twofold thing if he makes them scared, because then I can do something else.
Is it okay? Where is presence located? Anybody?
It's in your primary or secondary stats.
It's in the primary. Okay.
And you're gonna want to make a presence roll, so
Actually,
you
it's
roll
in
the
secondary.
dice, not the presence roll.
Oh, right. I just rolled the 3 dice. Right. Sorry.
Okay, so you're not really having any effect on them. That.
Not a great roll. Gotcha.
Yep. And 3 dice.
We're like, we've been in Afghanistan, lady. You don't scare us.
Yeah, I know. We're already captured. What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here. Nemesis will go up to one of them. Using her charming acting, it's like, well, we can make this good for you or not. It really can't turn you over to the police. Probably gonna have to kill you. So the question is, do you want to go out after you've given us the information? I will definitely make it your last night on Earth worth it.
That really doesn't fall under charm at all.
No, that wasn't charming.
Yeah.
I was going to lose dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but you got a 13 or less with a +3.
It's charming for a dominatrix.
Yeah.
So
Not cool. That's what are you're basically offering him sexual favors before he dies that's
And make it quick, and to make it quick.
yeah, so let's remove the sexual favors part and you can offer to kill him fast, but that's not the game I want to play. So
no, she wasn't gonna play that either. It was just it would work.
I have a question because I don't know.
okay.
Is there anything like sense motive in this game? Reading another person's body language, things of that nature.
Yeah, it's called telepathy. Read surface thoughts.
Or you could have some particular skill that helps you kind of analyze or stuff like that. But no, I mean
Well,
not.
but you could use your intelligence to analyze that or something
Yeah.
like that. That would
No, it'd be more like psychology.
Yeah, it's like it could be
Conversation.
telepathy with a psychology skill roll, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would also be a resisted roll. It wouldn't be just a straight roll on your part.
Yeah, it's not just a power, unless you
It
buy a
would-
power like.
Well, yeah, I would. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I was just talking your basic reading of a person type of thing.
So what are y'all wanting to accomplish here? You're trying to get information from them. The guys
Then
yeah.
first, before I do it, you guys are breaking up on me.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to basically before I say anything, I want to get a better idea of who they are and their basic.
Just ask them that. Who are you? Who do you work for? And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you can just talk it out. We'll role play a little bit of it. What are you wanting to ask, Welping?
Okay, because this more freely, but okay. Basically, I want to know first why the kid.
Oh, they will tell you that we didn't have anything to do with that. We weren't told to kill the kid. No one signed up for killing any kids.
So why did you grab him, or didn't you?
Well, there's a big difference between laying an ambush and killing a kid. They're not. They weren't in for that.
The kid was bait.
Did you know why?
Did
you know why? Did you know why?
The crazy mutant comes in and kills a kid. Do I know why he killed a kid?
No. Do you know why the ambush was set?
Oh, I mean, no. We received orders and we took the orders, and they don't. They're not able to tell you. Well, they're not, but they don't.
You can apply from the.
I'm building a personality setup here, guys.
Okay.
Okay, here's his personality. Somebody disliked Faust. They wanted Faust. They knew he was susceptible to being blackmailed by getting one of the kids who was known to Faust, hold him hostage, get Faust there.
So finish your line of questions real fast, Wild Thing. Let's see where you go with it, and then we can wrap it up.
Okay. I'm just going to. Do you know who or what was in charge of this project?
No, and they say no. We were hired. We received specific orders. We know that the NexHuman has some of these mutants, but different chain of command, different least knowledge we have. They're not able to give you anything about who the mutant got his instructions from. They were familiar with the mutant, and they were mad that the mutant was there. They're mad that they killed a kid. That's not what they signed up for. But they don't know what his objective was. They're kind of offended. They were hired to do a job, and he came in and crashed their job and ruined it. Now we're locked up. They're still holding to the fact that they could have taken y'all out.
And okay, so it's basically, as far as they know, it was to get Faust there, beat Faust up, and
take him back to the asylum. Else? They were going to take him back
and
to the
asylum. And take him back to the asylum. Okay,
that's right.
So, were they actually expecting anyone besides Faust?
No, nope.
They're really dumb mercs.
So they were just looking for Faust. That's actually interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. She wanted to get a base idea of who these guys are before she decides what to do with them in the long run, and to see just how much of this operation these guys were in on.
Yeah. They receive orders. They've been hired, but that's it. Okay, so we will take you all to the asylum. I assume you are going to follow the trail to the asylum. Do you want to do anything else before we? I don't want to force you into this asylum confrontation. If there was anything else you all would want to do before you go to the asylum, track this thing down and investigate what's going on.
Well, if they want to if somebody can set me up to be bugged, so that I can basically be a UAV waltzing into the place. Hopefully, it'll also be picking out if they have any snipers or anything. Or also, since I'll be in the form of the mutant, they may have weaponry that was specifically meant for him. So we'll learn a little bit more about the mutant.
Yeah, but when you transform into him, you don't do multi-form into him. I mean, you're not going to get any of the powers. You look like it, but none of it functions.
No, I'm not multi-form. I'm just shape-shifting into it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to say you don't have any understanding of his power functioning or technology. It looks like it.
All I was going to do was walk up.
Yeah. I was just saying.
I think we simply meant that based on their reaction and whether they use anything against him, we might learn things.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying by shape-shifting into the mutant, you would know what he was.
No.
Yeah.
I know that. I know that that's not the way shapeshift works.
Okay.
Unless I attach, say, a telepathy along with eidetic memory.
I have a thought that just occurred to me. This is Cypher. So you can make yourself look like RoboCon, as we're calling him, and you carry Faust in your arms as if he's unconscious to bring him back to, and then the rest of us sneak along to see what happens.
I'll just drag. You're going to be dragged.
That's not a bad idea.
But still, if you want to, does anybody have?
Absolutely. Let's do get help.
Yes, exactly.
I have no idea what that is, but okay.
Watch Ragnarok again.
Okay, this sounds like an interesting place.
Does anybody have electronics where they can rig me up with a camera and microphone?
Yeah, I mean, you all already have the ability to communicate with one another, so I feel like it's not too much of a stretch.
Those lever comms open then.
Yeah.
Right. So this is kind of like the Han and Luke Skywalker and Chewie sneaking into the detention center, right?
No.
Except there's only 2 of us instead of 3.
And you fit your costumes.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I am all in.
Okay. Well then, what? So it seems like Nemesis and Faust are going to do the bit where they're going to try to pretend what's going on, which is cool. As they come in, the rest of you all, where are you all positioned as they're making their way down this kind of rough dirt path? If they're going in that way.
All right. Now that we have the plan in place, that means I should be stealthy. Which means I'm going to be
out of sight.
Exactly. So I'm going to be over here.
Okay. In the woods.
What time of day is it?
It's midday or afternoon. It's daytime.
Daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost is not in the slightest bit stealthy in the day.
Yeah. Okay.
So she'll be hiding amongst the forest in a manner that she is not visible, and she probably can't see anything either. And she'll just be waiting for a go order.
Okay. And the rest of you all, Cypher, are you gonna be? Well, tell us where you're gonna be, Cypher.
Okay. So Cypher is gonna stay at the back area here. Okay, where I'm got my. If I can get this to work.
I would say everybody should be like just off board, out of sight.
So I will say to you all too, because this matters as you all are making your way. You all are like all creeping up to the forest, and
No.
well, think where you're going to be.
I'm doing bird's eye view. It's in stealth mode, but I'm doing a bird's eye view.
So you're flying up above.
Basically overlook.
Okay, cool. And you all, the rest of you all, are making your way, and even Wild Thing, as you're making your way, you all see and perceive and feel earthquakes in the building, around the building. Everything is shaking. And as you all are coming up and even doing the kind of bit where you're holding Faust and, about to try to really play it off, this chaos starts to erupt. And the doors are bursting open and people are running out. You can see even people in like suits and stuff running all over the place. Not even just suits, but people in professional attire. They're running off and getting away. You see the more mercenaries taking up positions, trying to run out, but also taking up positions in the different areas around the building. And they kind of take positions and look back. And all this is happening as you're coming up. You see some horrific mutant-like creatures thundering out of the doors as well, and they are getting to about where you can see them on the map. So as you all have been making your way up, this chaos of eruptions and earthquakes is happening, and you see some even things. Wild Thing, you see like super powered people flying up and off and getting away. You see, and you can't really make them off. They're just moving so fast to get away. But you see people basically escaping from this asylum. And this is where we will start the scene.
Prison break?
Asylum break?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were carrying Faust. Are you going to still carry Faust through this craziness? Keep up the ruse?
Yeah.
But 1 second. So do the mutants look like they're attacking the civilians?
The civilians are staying away from the mutants and kind of running off.
But they're not being chased, I guess. Or can we tell whether the mutants are reacting to the civilians?
That's good. So the civilians know, but the mercs are firing at them, the mutants.
Okay.
And who knows? I mean, these mutants are ferocious and are swinging and swailing and just... I mean, you just haven't seen them like maul a human or a civilian yet, but they're not like going after the civilians. Does that make sense?
Yep. But the mercs are firing at them. Okay.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So are you all keeping up the ruse? The two of you all?
Keeping it up.
Okay, so you all just kind of continue to make your way forward.
Ghost is waiting for a door,
Faust.
unless someone gives it.
Hey, Nemesis, this doesn't sound like a good idea. I'm whispering under my breath. I don't think they give a shit about us. I think the mutants went nuts.
Oh, good then. We get in under the disguise of confusion. with ones flying off. Sounds like all we've done is expose this base, and now they're using it.
All right, darling, just carry me across the threshold. I'll
Sure.
wait till the first area blast.
And there it is. First area blast.
It was. What would that be? It's like a flash against ears. Okay, so we're going to get into combat, and you all are getting pretty close to this escaped mutant number one. Hold on a second.
I'm heading for straight for the door.
Which door?
Straight up the walkway here. Past the covered grass.
So that door is open. It's been burst open. I'm about to take everybody into combat phases, so give me just a second. We have a lot of people in combat.
This is going to be a massive combat.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
I saw this movie too. It's called Resident Evil.
Okay, Cypher is actually first in the combat. Do you want to do something or you want to hold?
I'm first. That's highly unusual.
Yeah. You and your Fleetwoods are pretty fast.
Okay, I am going to go and hide over by a tree. Okay. I don't know that I have stealth. Let me just check and see if I have something like that.
Everybody has stealth, 8 or less.
I would be highly surprised if I had stealth, but yeah. Okay, 8 or less.
I said everybody has skill. Yeah. You have 8 or less.
I know that. Target is 8. Okay.
Oh! So you are not hiding, but you are within the tree, so you'll have some cover.
Hey, so you get hero points.
I hide behind the tree, waving at the people as they're running past.
Yeah, do you want to use some of your hero points for that?
No.
Something better for that, huh? Okay.
Well, it's sort of like, yeah, that was... I get over there and I hide behind the tree and, it's sort of like, I am so much wider than the tree is. It's a sapling. I'm hiding behind the sapling.
It's like it's like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Exactly. Okay, yes.
Okay. Are you going to hold half phase or something? It wouldn't have taken your hold to get there?
Sure. I will hold a half phase.
Okay, your Fleetwoods, all 3 of them go?
Yes, I'm going to send my Fleetwoods to scout out the area and tell me what else they can see.
Okay, so I'll say that's their turns to move, unless you want to. Okay, so you go ahead and move them, and I will take their turns. Okay, and I'll tell you what they see after they move, and where you tell me you put them.
Okay, so do we assume that if I come over here to 30, that's
it's real size. It's 30 meters. Yep.
Okay, excellent. So then,
I know.
The Mac doesn't do the F1, F6. So Lindsay is going to come over to here, and then John is going to come to...
And they're all flying, right? So they're not like just coming straight up to this mutant.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're all flying, and they're about the size of the golden snitch.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was a Harry Potter reference. Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, 1 XP away.
How high up are they?
Top of the trees.
Okay. Okay, so how far are they going in? I guess you're telling me right now, huh?
Well, they can only go 30 in combat, so that's where we're at.
Okay, so yeah, you can see.
So the plan is for John to veer off to the left. Christine is, she's just that way. She's gonna follow. She's gonna follow the other girl here and right through the front doors. And then Lindsay's going off to the right.
Okay. You can see. Do they have any specific vision that helps them see farther?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if they actually see this guy over here. That's all. Because Lindsay would be the one that would see it, but I don't think she would see it yet. So no, not yet.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, Darosh, it's your turn.
All right. Well, let's see. Buddy number 1 here, he's going to move up to there. These are 1 meter. Whoops, not there.
Uh-huh.
These are 1 meter hexes.
That's right.
And he waves his hands for a moment, and the dirt just erupts off the ground and right into the faces of Nemesis and Faust. So,
actually, the Fleetwoods all have telescopic +10.
Okay, so they would see that other one over there. They would see it.
What just happened?
you're getting flashed.
What did he spin up, like a lot of dirt or something?
Yeah, all the dirt on the ground just whooshing towards them, yes. For 8 segments.
Is that
They are blinded.
mutant number 1?
That is mutant number 1.
Okay.
All the dust and dirt in the area just went into their eyes. Number 2, where's number 2 at? Number 2 is way over here. Okay. He moves. Sure.
I already had my eyes closed, by the way.
You're probably hanging. I'm carrying you by your belt.
Yeah, and I had my eyes closed.
He moves to there. As a full move.
Okay, because they're firing at him.
Yeah, that's why he's going after them, because they're shooting at him.
Yeah, okay.
And number 3 over here, the only people he sees are also over there.
Yeah, because he wouldn't see the guys behind these ruins. Because there are some guys back here, but...
No, he wouldn't see them, but he sees the people blatantly walking down the path.
Okay, yep.
So, oops, I didn't turn on his toggle, his measure.
So is this Mutant 2 going to do anything after he moves over there to them? Or was his full movement?
He is underground at the time, though. He's there and he's underground.
Oh, Mutant number 2 is underground.
Mutant number 3, sorry, is underground. Mutant number 2 is not.
Okay, so but
Mutant number 2 is basically charging.
Okay, but he made his full move, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mutant number 3 moved his full distance as well, but he is underground now.
Okay, and actually it's Wild Thing before Mutant number 3, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wild Thing, you'll go. You see all this unfolding below you, Wild Thing. There's the earthquakes, the super... Some, obviously, people flying away. What are you going to do with all this? Wild Thing, are you there?
Can you hear me?
We can
hear
now.
me?
We can now.
Okay. Hate the fact that hate letting anyone go. We have some escapees going.
Try to grab some of the CVs.
Yeah, there are people trying to escape on the foot too. They're trying to run away and avoid all these mutants.
Okay, where are the are they the pawns?
No. Those are Cypher's robots. They're flying around. But there are people. There are people trying to get over the fences, but the fences are wired. If you see them, so they're like trying to go through the woods and make their way around. Some people are walking up front and trying to get away. But this whole area is pretty secure. So anywhere you look, there's probably somebody making their way out, trying to crawl through the woods and stuff like that.
Okay.
but they have no pieces on the board.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
I got you.
Yeah, and again, they're not. They're not going to engage in the battle. They're just regular.
I'm picking a fence near the largest group of people, and I'm going to barrel through it and remove it so they can get out.
Okay. Okay.
They're the bad guys. They're the scientists and the people that send people after us.
This is true, but we don't know that. We don't know who's. We don't know.
We kind of know.
We don't know who's guilty and who's innocent.
Okay, yeah, maybe we can't tell the janitor from the head scientist, but we can at least keep them around and sort them out later.
But hey, do you
Thank
Wild
you.
Thing?
Thank you. Anyway, that's going to be my action.
Fine, I can't stop you.
I don't know if that's a half thingy or whatever, but
Yeah, so I'll say it's going to take you a full movement to get back down to a fence, and then in your next action you can make an attack thing through it. So this one you're coming back down from your bird's eye view, and then in your next phase you can make an attack against a one of the fences.
yeah. Remember, I can be very fast. In this case, I am.
Sure, yeah. I'm just saying the hex size of the map is pretty. It's a pretty big area.
Pretty huge.
Pretty open
Yuki.
field.
Got
right.
you.
So,
yes, it's Yuki.
So Durosh, it's now Clone 3. So he's tunnel or been underground, but he is where he is. Is he going to do anything else, or is he just moved?
That was his full move.
Cool. Nemesis, it's your turn.
Nemesis advances.
Blind, right?
Yep.
Okay.
There. She's also in her natural
Did you drop
weight.
me?
No. Unless you want to be dropped.
I think I want to be dropped. Drop me, Nemesis.
Or you want to be tossed.
No, just dropped.
She'll drop you where you are there.
All right.
Oh, toss it.
Okay, so this is 8 segments that you have them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is the first one. Okay. Is that you just took your whole movement to go up there? Or are you going to do anything else?
Yeah, I took my whole movement up there.
Okay. Stevie's turn.
Stevie will attack mutant number 1.
Okay.
So he will fly. So I can fly 15 closer. Right?
Okay.
Which puts me almost on top of him. So I'll stop about here.
That's not even close to over top of him. I'm just wondering where your measure tool wasn't going from Stevie, so it was just kind of weird.
Stevie
It was for me.
You doing from top down?
Yeah, you got to do it from top down.
Okay.
Because it's almost 23 meters top down.
Okay. I want to go from where I'm at to here.
Okay, so that's what? 12? Yeah.
Okay.
And now
And then
10 meters away?
okay. So that gives me a -1 to hit. But I have +4 skill levels with my laser sight. So
Okay.
that would put it. If I put the 4 there and then I roll the to hit, I would put the checkbox on. Okay, so I hit a DCV of 9.
And you hit?
Okay, this is a no normal defense.
And the defense is?
Being robotic.
Okay.
So being non-carbon based. How's that? Does that make sense?
Okay.
And I did 17 stun, no normal defense.
Is anybody going to give Ghost a go order?
Ghost is just like waiting, like, give me something to do. Give me something to do. How's this mutant reacting, Drosh, with that hit?
Definitely has, like, it got its attention for a second, and it looks over, but it doesn't seem to actually really focus on you.
Okay. Hallelujah.
Okay. Again, Ghost is asking.
I am going to put my flight training skill levels into DCV, so my effective DCV will be 13.
How high up is he?
Say the top of the statue there.
Okay.
Okay. Again, Ghost is calling out to people or saying something, but waiting for instruction. Windwalker, it's your turn. Windwalker, are you there?
Sorry, I forgot to take off mute. Okay. I recall that a lot of the civilians were running every which way through the woods, etc. So I'm going to assume that there is actually one running near me. And I'm going to just pop up in their way and go, "Hello, I am with the rescue squad. Can you tell me what's going on?"
Just for the sheer audacity of it, one of the people running by says, the prisoners are escaping. The mutants are getting away. Run! What? Who are you? Oh my gosh! Like,
it's like, I noticed Windwalker. We're here to help. Now, can you tell me more about these mutants and escaping?
No, I'm running. I'm getting out of here to save my life. They're not. They're running away. They're screaming that, but they're not going to have a conversation with you.
It's like, okay, then just a moment. Grab them and teleport outside the fence, which looks like a half move actually.
Oh, from where you are?
Yeah.
Okay, so make a grab on them and see if you can do it.
Right. Let's see here to hit.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. You got them. Okay.
Okay, and teleport him, and then go. Okay, you're safe.
Okay, so we'll resolve that on your next. So you've done a grab and then a teleport, which would be in your next. So you'll be able to teleport in your next turn.
I see your point. Okay.
Yeah, but you've grabbed them, and in your next turn after you teleport, which is a half move, then you can have a little 2-second half-second conversation with them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool. That's awesome. Darush.
I think number 4 is over here by this pedestal, but I can't click on him.
Yeah. So number 4, try to touch the bottom of him. Or maybe it's locked. I don't know. No, it's not. It's the base. That's the thing.
I see. That's just it. I can't actually. I can like make a square around it, and I can see the circle, but I can't actually grab him anywhere.
Oh, we'll just point to where you want him to go, and I'll move him. He was running, this way.
Yeah, ooh, wow. I try to make his perception roll to see if he saw those guys. He's going to continue moving over there, but he won't see where they're at. So make a full move over there towards the ruins.
Did somebody unlock the platform?
I tried to unlock the figure that was in the grass, but yeah, it unlocked everything.
He unlocked the grass.
Mm-hmm.
And now the figure is floating up into the air. Oh no, maybe not.
See that?
Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to fix it real fast, that's all.
That's weird, eh?
Well, I didn't fix it. I made it worse. But hey, we'll figure that out later.
Actually, if you hit the rewind button, that might fix it.
No, it causes problems for me, so I won't do that.
Okay.
Okay, so where do you want
Just move 16 towards the ruins.
Okay. So that's almost up to him, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get there. I mean, I guess he can make a perception roll to see if he sees the guy that's like right behind the ruins. No, he is not going to see the guy that is right behind the ruins.
He is completely blind, apparently. So
okay, so 5 is not in right now, so I'm going to move over him.
I know where 5 is.
Yes.
5 is out there.
Yeah, but he is trying to escape a different way, back that way at least. Unless you want to try to do something different with him, of course.
No.
Okay. Faust, you are blind, my friend. But you could do something. You could.
Yeah, first thing I'm going to do is try to make a perceptions check to see if I can perceive with my hearing or what have you the escape mutant number 1. Can you describe to me what the special... How did he blind me? I missed that.
He basically, all the dirt and things that are on the ground went flying right into your eyes.
Gotcha. Okay, so I was confused by this little, all these, like the horse and the queen. I didn't know what those things were, so I didn't know if it was like a drone flew at me or something.
Those are the Fleetwoods.
Okay, the Fleetwood Max. Okay, so I'm going to roll my perception.
Okay.
I succeeded by 1, so I am going to move towards him.
Okay. Which
he was 16 away. At half OCV, I am going to try to grab him. And
now, your perception roll was a half phase action because you made the perception roll.
Correct.
Okay. And then your move is another half phase action.
So, actually, perception is a free... I thought it was a free...
Not if you're blind and trying to ascertain your surroundings. It's a half phase.
Yeah, like a natural, you're just walking around, you see it, but you're doing your action is trying to get your wits, right?
Gotcha. So in which case, I'm just going to do a move through at him, and I'm going to be flying at... I was 16 meters away, so I can be flying at 50 meters. That's my velocity, so I will be at -5 at half OCV. And sorry, let me find my dice rolls here. I was planning on doing something else. What the hell do I do? So I don't do it to hit, I do the maneuver, right?
Yeah.
You do the maneuver and put the -5 in the maneuver if you're...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I move through. Okay. But it could be 6 or less.
And that will hit.
All right. So that I believe, I always forget, I think it's 17 dice. Because my strength is 9 plus...
velocity divided by 3?
By 6.
Remove search?
Yeah, so it's 8. Okay, yeah, so it is 17 dice. So I'll do 58 and 14 body. I'm going to roll my knockback.
Oh, golly.
So that's going to do 18 meters of knockback.
And it's going to do 8 meters of knockback.
Are you killing me, brother? Why?
He's got knockback resistance.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thanks. I thought I was missing a rule. I'm like,
no. No, he's very hard.
All right. And I took half of that damage.
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to end up into the bushes over there. Like right here.
All right, I'm going to follow him. So he's going to be on his ass, and I'm going to be right on top of him.
And you're moving through with him, or how does that work?
Yeah. As I knock him back, right, I'm flying behind him, and I land right in front of him because I had 50 meters of movement, so I can definitely do that.
Okay. You're gonna move him with you, Darush?
Yeah, and he's on his butt, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And I say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't really see where I was going. Do you have any vaccine? Okay, so does 58 stun kind of like do anything to the boy?
He's knocked on his butt. He's obviously taken some damage. Yes.
Okay.
Wasn't this the one?
He is not stunned.
Wasn't this the one that also one of the Fleetwoods did the?
Yep.
No.
Oh, he's hurt, but he's not stunned.
Yeah, he's not stunned, so he's just down on the ground. Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, no, I think I'm confused. Stevie's character did 17 stun, and this did 58 minus defenses. Wouldn't that be enough cumulatively to stun him?
No, you don't know unless they've got the teamwork feat that they don't add them.
Oh, I thought once enough stun was done in a single phase.
Oh,
no, it's per attack.
For your characters.
Say again.
They have to have.
Yeah, but I like the way you think.
Yeah.
You have to coordinate to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd have to use the teamwork skill and all of that to do that.
Okay, so basically it's going to be
even auto fire attack. Each attack is considered separate for stunning.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Okay, so Faust has made his move. Some of these mercenaries are going to actually make their moves. And Mercenary 1 is going to open fire at this escaped mutant over here. So you all hear lots of gunfire going off. Mercenary 1 is going to, and I'll do that one. He's going to do the capture foam. And of course I did the wrong thing. Oh, no, but he has pluses. Hold on a second. Let's go +2. He would have hit a 7.
Yeah, he will hit.
Yes. Okay, so we have the foam spray coming out. And it is going to be an entangle of, what is that, a 16 and 4 body on an entangle. And what type of an entangle was it? It is a 4 defense, 4 PD, 4 ED with, what is it, the body on the entangle? With 4 body.
Yep. So I assume it like foam comes out and it's like a hard foam. You know,
Yeah, it's just
foams and then locks you in place.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, Cypher. He actually hit this guy. Sorry.
Obviously, a much better mercenary.
Yes, of course. So Ghost is waiting instruction. Ghost, it's your turn.
Ghost, hit this guy on the ground, Ghost.
So Ghost is going to just reserve her action. And
No, Ghost. I'm saying hit this guy. I hit Ghost if you can reach him.
Oh, okay. So she has been given a go command.
Man, this. Sorry, any proper college joke came to mind. I will not say it. Go, Ghost.
Danny Phantom's here.
She can track his radio emissions, so she knows where he was coming from. So she heads in that direction. sees the bad guy and does a passing strike on him, and probably returns a few meters in the other direction.
Okay.
Probably the extent of her movement.
Oof. Oh,
That'll hit.
yes.
Your goal.
Looking for the dice. Yeah. Holy shit!
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh. What the dice be? What did you actually roll?
You rolled 14 dice.
Not another disintegration.
If this doesn't stun him, I'm leaving.
I dare say he's probably unconscious now after 3 attacks.
And roll your knockback.
Oh, gods.
Dark and dangerous.
Well, it's a martial strike, so it's 3 dice. And I rolled a 4. What the crap?
Wow.
So he'll take 8 dice from hitting the ground, but yeah.
Yeah.
Your goal.
You want to roll some
And
additional dice?
he is unconscious.
You want me to roll for damage from hitting the ground?
If you're interested in it, yeah.
If you want to, but I think he's down.
Okay, we'll just call him down. I'm okay with that.
You might want to roll it.
Oh.
Okay.
He's down. He's not that down.
Evil DM.
Him telling you, though, is a kind thing.
Yes.
So it's 16 of knocked back.
Yeah, he said roll 8 dice.
8
Just say
dice?
8.
Because he's just going to hit the ground. I don't think he's going to go far enough to hit anything.
Yeah, but he's also got resistance, too, so that's why it's less.
Oh, that's true. He's not going to take that. He's only going to take...
I did roll a 35 on 8 dice.
Well, you're going to get less than 8 dice, so because I forgot the knockback resistance.
Whoa. I rolled 16 of
Yeah, so he had 32 meters of knockback.
Right, so it's 22. Oh, yeah, so it'd be 11 dice.
Yeah, okay.
I need to roll an extra 3 dice.
Go for it. He's still barely unconscious.
So that would be...
Ow!
43 stun and 13 body.
Wow. Well, there's some waylaying some folks tonight. Okay, so Ghost's turn. This just kind of plows him into the ground. It's very much.
Oh yeah, he's like way over here somewhere.
Yeah. You want to move him back a little bit.
Let's see.
Mercenary 2 and Mercenary 3 are going to.
Yes.
They're over here at this little thing, and they are going to move their positions and come out down the way. I'm just trying to make sure I get their movement right. 12, 24, 12, so 12. Okay, so this guy has already moved. They're going to climb down their way. And they're gonna take their turn to leave those positions now that they've got this guy. And the mercenary 4, 5, and 6 are going to shoot at old dude over here.
Which one?
This guy.
Okay, number 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So let me get a top-down view so I can understand how far we are talking. So this is what, 16 meters? Yeah, 16 meters. Where's my other... I'm telling you, it'll be nice to have good cameras. And I don't see where my other guy is.
There's one guy here on the ground. There's 5 is on the ground there.
Oh, thank you. That's what I was looking for. I don't know why.
And...
Oh, he fell whenever I
And 6 is over there in the trees.
Yeah. When I did the whole ground move thing. Okay, so they're all gonna fire at him. 4 is gonna go first, and he is going to move half his movement, and he is going to fire his capture foam. See if he can get him. Dice rolls. Oh, dice rolls. So he's going to try to hit with two. I didn't put in the combat skill levels, so it would be a 7 that he should have hit. So
That will hit.
he is going to capture foam. 6 body, 4, 4. So 4 body on the other one, 4, 6 body, 4, 4. Okay. Mercenaries 5 and 6 are going to come up here and hold. This mercenary 6 is actually going to move a little closer to this guy. Mercenary 5 is going to hold his action. Mercenary 6 moved all the way up. Okay, mercenary 7, 8, and 9 are not involved right now. All right. So this is going to be post segment 12 recoveries. If anybody needs them, take your recoveries now. This is segment number 1. Segment number 2. I don't think anybody goes on segment 1. Cypher. Segment 2, turn 2. Cypher goes.
Okay. So you say from top down, that's how I measure, right?
Yeah.
Well, my character practically disappears when I do that.
Oh, he's Flat Tom. What's the guy that does Flat Stanley? Is it? I forget. Anyway.
So I'm going to teleport over to where Nemesis is.
Okay. Is that your full move?
Yes.
Okay. Wild Thing. What would you like to do on segment 2?
Or
I believe I was in the process of getting rid of a fence so some people can run off.
Yeah. Will you make a whatever a power you're going to want to use to try to blow that fence down?
I guess a nice gust of wind would probably do that.
Okay. Make the roll. I'm not going to make you make the actual hex
gale
roll,
or hurricane force.
but go ahead and roll the dice. Yeah. Well, you
Oh,
hit
the
it.
dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you hit. Great. That kind of would have been embarrassing if you didn't hit the fence.
Yes, it would have been, and I would have. I blame you. I would blame you. That's it. Where is it?
Wind
Why
blast.
is it on here?
It's at the very bottom of your character.
Okay. For some reason, it wouldn't scroll all the way down there.
Yeah, you definitely blast the thing away. The wind carries it away. And remember, there are still earthquakes happening all around. It's not changing the terrain or giving you any I'm not giving you any penalties for it, but you are feeling earthquakes. So this little hurricane of wind is just adding to the sound. But people see your wind blowing the thing over, and the fence is ripped away, and soon after people start running out that way. Okay?
Watch them. Catch a couple of faces, and since I'll deal with them later. Would that take up my whole phase, or can I do a move?
Yeah, no, after you've taken an attack action, that's the end of your phase.
Then I am done.
Okay,
Yay.
you have freed some of the villains.
So these tremors are not affecting our running at all?
I'm not gonna. You feel it, but they're not affecting your running. No. Nemesis, it's your turn. Nemesis, are you there?
Muted. Nemesis advance is 12 meters.
Okay. You are blinded, so are you? And I guess
Just one foot in front of the other, straight ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and obviously you saw the path that you were on beforehand, so no
Right.
problem. Okay, that's not your full. Was that your full movement, or?
Yeah, she's got her natural weight on, so she only has normal movement.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. That's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that brings us to Mercenary 5. He is still not taking his action. So we're at segment number 3. Fleetwoods are going to get a chance to go.
Okay, so they're gonna keep moving out and identifying potential targets. So there's John will move to here. So I can see number 3.
No, number 3 is underground.
Oh, this one here. Okay, very good.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't see him.
Okay. But you would see.
What can you see?
Probably see number 4 if he's above the trees. Is he above the tree line, or is he kind of floating mid-level?
Yeah, he's above the tree line.
Yeah, so you would see number 4. But you
You
would
said
also
number
see.
3 is underground.
Yes.
Okay.
But number 4 is captured in foam, so you would see that. Yeah, and I think if he's scanning all directions, I mean, he would see number 2 as well captured in foam. So he took his movement to move. Right? Was that his full movement?
Yes.
Okay, Fleetwood number 3.
Okay. Lindsay is coming over this way
Okay.
to see what's happening on the battlefield over here.
Yeah, and immediately sees that the mercenaries are coming closer to examine the capture foamed mutant. They may even try to pick him up. They're coming closer to him. Fleetwood 2.
Okay, Christine just moves forward. She's trying to keep up with Nemesis.
Okay. So Timbler Clone 1 is unconscious.
No, it's not actually.
Not anymore, huh?
Nope. Post 12.
Oh, wow.
So, actually, he is going to take a recovery though,
Okay.
because you can't do a whole lot with 2 endurance.
These are true things. Okay.
Hit him. Hit him, Ghost.
Get him.
Yeah.
Get
Take
him.
him into the house.
Number 2, he is going to tunnel through that hard foam.
Okay.
Nice.
And we'll move to there. And as he's walking forward, he reaches down to the ground and pulls up what looks like a really large chunk of obsidian. And he's going to attack this guy with it.
Oh, man.
I rolled on 1, but that's fine. That will hit.
Oh, I accidentally did something. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I don't think you want my roll anyway. I was trying to look at the power, not actually click the power.
Oh, that's fine. I think I clicked it. So,
Oh, I thought I...
Who's he hitting?
mutant number 2, or what's his name? Merc number 6.
Okay.
Took 24 body and 24 stun.
Ow.
Okay, and it was Merc 6, you say?
Yes.
That's sad. I believe that... I want to describe it properly. 24 body, 24 stun. Or is it? It...
That is from a killing attack. So.
Yeah. You slice him open in the front, and he falls to the ground.
When he falls to the ground, the 13 hexes or 26 meters away.
Yeah. You want to do the additional for that? Or is
Maybe
that
like 13, 6.5.
Where is he?
Huh? 28 more stun and 9 body. I don't know how he's doing on armor.
Yeah, he is out. And I mean, he is just like profusely spurting blood and intestines everywhere. Yeah.
And ends up somewhere back there.
Okay, so we will say that's the end of the turn for clone 2. Okay, number 3.
He was headed this way. He pops up here, and the person he was going for is no longer there. But there is someone there.
Oh yeah, 3, not 4. 3. Okay.
Yep.
Cypher's there.
Cypher's there. And this guy reaches down to the ground and comes up with this huge clod of dirt and rock and proceeds to attempt to punch you with it.
Can I dive for cover?
Not an AoE.
You can still dive for cover, though.
No, you can dodge. AoE. Dive for covers for AoEs.
It works for both, but we can continue.
Okay, go ahead.
Check the
The whole
rules
point
later.
is to reach another hex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just trying to get out of the way. Okay, so you're boarding to
This
dodge.
defense not be there.
Yes. I'm just looking to see if there's a dive.
So you're now not there.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
you have to make a dex roll minus 2 if you're going, or minus 1.
Where are you going? Yeah, because it's depending on how far you're going.
That's why I dodge. And dodge says you're staying in the hex. You're just not moving anywhere.
I don't want to be anywhere near him.
So that's not one of the maneuvers then.
I don't take hits very well.
Yeah, he's diving for cover, so it depends. If you're moving like 6 meters away, you would have to make a dex at minus 6. I think it's how it works.
-3.
Is it? Okay.
While scale
So
the scale is
I did a
changed
dive 4,
from
and
hexes
I hit
to
a
meters.
DCB of 7.
Here's the very first line of dive for cover. This maneuver allows a character to get out of the way of explosions, aerial effect attacks, being englobed in a barrier, and other attacks that cover a large area. That is literally the first line of dive for cover.
And what's the second line?
Use dive for cover, the character chooses a target point. But this isn't an area effect, this isn't a large area. So, GM call.
Yeah, let's allow it. You're treating it like it's an explosion. Like you are diving away like it's an explosion. Doesn't matter if it is or not. I mean, even if there's not an explosion, you can dive.
Wait. So on 153 of Champions Complete, it says, allows a character to get out of the way of attacks. Unlike dodge, dive for cover gives the character a chance to evade both attacks that target an area and attacks that target individuals.
Yeah. Let's run with him diving, because like a person could dive even if there was no attack coming, right? So you're diving. What's the resolution of it that you have to make this dex roll?
It's -1 for every 2 meters he moves away. He makes a dex roll for it.
Okay, so I rolled the dive 4 maneuver, and I hit a DCB of 7. So I think that I only have to hit a hex of DCB 3. So that
No.
No.
Cover is a
I don't know how it works. So
You roll a dex roll at minus whatever distance you
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah, -1 for every 2 meters you moved.
So you moved. If I can get there. You moved. What, 3, 4 hexes?
6 meters. He was here, right? So it's like 6
I
meters.
was right beside the escaped mutant, and I just moved to the other end of the path.
Yeah.
So it would be -4. Your dex roll -4.
-4?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, minus
I
1
rolled,
for every 2.
Oh, I'm sorry, -3. I apologize.
So you need to make an 11 or less on your dex roll. You've got a 14 or less, so you need to roll at least 11.
I succeeded by 5.
So you have what is the past tense? Diving?
Yeah.
Dove?
He dove.
He dove for cover when this whatever crazy earthen thing was swinging at him. And is that same as an abort? So basically, you have aborted your next phase
Yes.
to do it.
Yes. I
And
had
he
to report
is
to do
thrown.
Yeah, and you are down.
Correct.
Okay, so this crazy mutant has missed you. Stevie, I say
Works for
crazy.
me.
Maybe he's not crazy. Maybe he's perfectly sane. Stevie, what are you going to do to help your compadre?
Stevie is going to protect his friend. Maybe. So he'll do the. So where is Stevie in relation to this fellow? Stevie is back here. Okay. Oh,
Is Stevie going to try to fly up? How far?
I can move 15 and attack. So 15 puts me about here. Yes?
Okay, and then from there to here is what? 7.5, 8. So 8 meters range from where Stevie can fly to.
Okay. And so that's a -0.
Okay.
He hits a DC of 8
Okay.
with his no normal defense. Because that's what he tends to use on most humanoids. Like me. So did 14 stun.
Okay. So little pink at the mutant. Windwalker, you have arrived outside of a fence with a escaped person who is confused as all get out as what's going on. And they, are you a mutant too? What's going on? I'll let you have a couple of seconds. This is a phase where the conversation, so you can't soliloquy.
No comment. You're free. Unless you want to tell me more about what's happened.
The only thing they will say is, this has never happened before. Run for your life.
Thanks.
Yeah, and then they'll say thanks as well. Thanks, let me go.
Oh yeah, as soon as we actually were in a new location, I let go. Let's see here. So then let's see. Okay, so let's see. I chose a place where I actually cannot see much of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. I am going to teleport to the top of the nearest tree and get a look around, and that's my move.
Okay. Where is the nearest tree for you?
Or it would be about here.
Okay, so you can see kind of the tableau of what's happening around the battle that's going around below. So I mean, on your next turn, you can definitely re-engage somewhere else if you want to jump back in.
Right.
You can see the people escaping through the fence that Wild Thing opened up. Wild Thing, which fence did you open up, by the way? Where make a just. Was it on this side or on the other side? Wild Thing, are you there?
I figured I could. Yeah, I pointed.
Okay, so like
Right
over
about, yeah, it was right about here because It was hidden, so it was a good chance that the bad guys wouldn't notice people fleeing in that direction.
Okay.
The strategic choice.
Okay, so Windwalk, you see all those people fleeing out that way, off to the side. Some are still running down the path of the dirt road that y'all came in on. But you are now in position on your next turn to be able to get into the fray.
Okay.
Rush.
Number 4 will do the same thing. He will tunnel through closer to Merc number 1 there. And as he walks by the ruins, he just grabs a big chunk of the rock out of it, and he's going to hit the Merc 1 there with it.
Poor guys. They thought he was captured.
That's what they thought.
Surprise!
Okay, yeah, they got him. You got him.
And I'm trying to find the right attack here. Oh, it didn't actually put one on here. Oh, well, I'll adapt.
Which was the dice roll you were looking for? The earth and...
For Spiky Stone Fist,
yeah.
I would just hit him with the huge Stone Fist instead. Apparently I clicked the wrong button. So yeah, same, roughly the same thing. So 14 dice.
Okay, and what was that on the stun? Did you get 45 stun and 13?
45 stun, 13 body. And knockback will be...
45 stun and 13 body?
He's only going to go, what, 6 meters.
5, 34 minus... Okay. So he's going to fall down into the ground, but he thuds to the ground and is unconscious.
And I can't move number 4 up, so you can move him up to where he should be.
Okay. I wonder why. Okay. And then number 5. Actually, number 5 is not in this scene. So...
I hope they pay those merc well.
Probably not enough.
Faust, it's your turn.
Merc should never get enough.
Never.
So I am assuming, if I wanted to roleplay this, that if I heard, I'm assuming when Escape Mutant 3 came out of the ground, there was some noise that I can head towards. And since I'm actually at half OCV without making a regular perception at hand-to-hand, that I could possibly see him close enough when I get to him, is that possible?
So you are, let me get you up, from being blind, what does that do? You lose targeting senses.
Yeah, but I still have hearing, right? So I know that something was going over there. I heard the rumbling out. I probably heard Cypher going, "Oh shit," and diving for cover, right?
Yeah,
would that be a good assumption to make?
Yeah, I mean, I think
definitely.
Yeah, make an intelligence roll too while you're at it. See if you can piece these things together, because you're basically blind on the battlefield and you're trying to figure out which way to go.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to. Okay, so there goes my. So I succeeded.
Yeah, I'll give you that. So you can figure out you're going to turn a different direction. You don't have a targeting sense though, because obviously hearing is not a targeting sense.
Right. So really, I want to move. At some point, I'll be able to see some shadow, right? Because I'm at half DCV for hand-to-hand without making a perceptions check.
Why shadows though? I mean, you're blind.
No, I'm saying, well, because I'm, being blind, I can probably see. I'm not completely blind because I'm at half OCD. It's kind of what I'm telling you. I can see maybe blur, dark shapes.
You'd be half OCD if you were completely blind. There's no difference.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is, can I move and grab him without making a perception roll?
You're gonna just be like swinging your hands around and stuff like that, and just hoping. You're not going to be able to see shadows. But you're just walking in the direction.
What I'm saying is, I don't want to make a perceptions check. I sort of assumed that there was a villain close to me. I'm waving my hands, and I'm going to grab, and if he feels like someone other than a friend, I'm going to grab him and throw him.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do to simulate you kind of wandering around without being able to see, walking in the proper direction. Will you roll a 6-sided dice? If you get the 1 or a 2, you're going to go to the left. A 5 or 6, you're going to go to the right. A 3 or 4, you're going to go straight toward the target you want. So you rolled a 6. So you actually walked over to this thing. And that's where you are. Now if you want, you can reach out and you feel something, but that's about the best you'll get.
Okay, so that really doesn't, that's not even my top move, so I'm just going to, so let me see, let me measure. Right, so I moved 8, and I can't sense where the guy is, so I am just going to fly up 15 meters.
So basically, you run into this thing and you realize it's not a person?
I'm walking, I'm like, oh shit, this was a statue, it's nothing, so I'm just gonna fly straight up for 15 meters.
Okay, so basically getting out of harm's way, trying to.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Ghost.
Ghost is going to go for escape mutant number 1.
Where is escaped mutant number 1?
6 meters.
Isn't escaped mutant number 1? But is upright again. Yes, you're right.
No, he's not. No, he's still on the ground. He's still on the ground. He hasn't recovered yet.
Okay.
He is at 2 stun and endurance, basically.
He was in the process of taking a recovery.
Yes.
So, rolling to hit. Pretty sure this is going to be a connection.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Considering that he's half TCV for taking a recovery, that's probably...
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't a question, I don't think.
Nope.
See if we roll hot again.
Oh, no, that one. Golly. Not quite. Not as much.
Still pretty decent. 54 is above average for 14
Yeah,
years.
it's not a 70, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolling it off back.
It's usually academic, but...
Every point counts when he has 2 stun, or 2...
And he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But, I'm pretty sure 54 put him down a little bit below 2 above.
Yeah. Okay, Ghost's pummeling this thing again. We are... okay, so mercenary number 5...
By the way, Ghost is always flying, so she's at least a couple meters above the ground. She's not feeling her.
Okay, mercenary 5 is going to take his held action, and he is going to blast this thing with his laser blaster. And he has 2 skill levels, so it would be a 6 that he would roll. So he's really only going to hit 1 time. And he will auto fire. 1 blast. 24 and 7, which am I right by this? This just absorbs into the mutant's skin.
All right. Yes.
Okay, let's see if any knockback, right? 7.
Can't do enough knockback to actually do any knockback.
Oh yeah, no matter what he does. Golly. Okay, so Mercenary 5 has a look of horror on his face as the shot he made does nothing. Literally nothing. Okay, we are Cypher. It's your turn. You're prone. It is second number 4.
Okay.
You could do nothing. You aborted.
Oh yeah.
That's true. I aborted this phase, so I'm done.
Okay, Wild Thing.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody.
Sí, señor. Let me go grab myself.
Sorry, what phase are we on?
Segment 4.
Whee! Okay. I'm going to. Let's see if I can. I want to move to about here. So I have a fly over to this, right above here. And I'm targeting escape mutant number 2.
Oh, you're coming into the battle, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I figured, what the hey, I've got nothing better to do.
Okay. With this segment, we're going to wrap it up for the night, and I'll do a little bit of segue into the next. So go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah. She gets surrounded by the aura of an extremely large skunk. Tail up. And yes, this is at
you.
Yeah, it's within my range.
So 17. So you're going to have range penalties to it.
Why? I can move close if I need to.
Yeah, you should, because it's got a
Okay.
so yeah.
Okay. Ah! I fell.
Falling from the ground. Okay, so you're basically going to get to where there's no range penalties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sad.
Yeah, I don't think. Are you wanting to be on the building?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
No, you're not. You're not going to be on the building. Okay. I just locked you up.
Oh, look at that. You're a good man. Anyway, what did I roll? 10?
I'm still trying to get your distance. I just want to see if you're staying on the building. It's not 34. I'm doing the wrong distance, aren't I? Okay, yeah, that's only 3. That's only 5 meters away. Okay, so there's not a penalty for that.
Does 10 hit?
Yep.
I think. Okay, cool. Coolios! Okay, so, I guess I hit that. And did I hit that?
Okay, so this is a 2-part attack, right?
Yes.
Well, what is the defense on the NNB?
Hard.
Holding your nose.
Hard eye cover.
Okay. Which I don't assume he has.
No. Nope.
Let's see.
You did 2 things. Well, the first one, so the third one's not there. So you did 15.
Oh, okay.
15 stun, and then what is that? 3 body on the flash, or 3 segments of flash, sight flash.
Okay.
Okay, so 15 stun and 3 segments of flash. So we've got escaped mutant 2.
Yeah.
Is that what he is? None of them.
It's got let's see, sight. And did it roll the 46 for sight?
Yeah, it included it.
Okay.
It was three rounds, 3 segments.
Yep. So you've done this thing and got him with this nasty spray, and it just smells really bad over there. Okay, Nemesis, you're blind, but it's your turn.
And she's going to walk up the steps. Not quite make it all the way up because she's got to fiddle around with picking her feet up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, and I don't. You're not trying to make an attack or anything. You're walking in the same direction you were walking. I'm just gonna say you do stumble around, you bump into the thing, but yeah, you finally make it up to the steps.
Yeah, I figure I lose about 3 meters climbing.
Yeah, but you're not trying to hit or hurt, so I mean, I'm not worried about that. Okay, so that's the end of your turn. You're up onto the platform.
And that's, what segment are we on now?
Segment 4.
Alright.
All right. Mercenary 1's knocked out. Mercenary 2 and 3 are going to run for their lives because they just saw their comrade get waylaid. They don't get paid enough. Okay. Mercenary 4 and 5 see and smell this grossness, and they are actually going to move out of the way too. Oh, he's not dead. Okay. Number 9 is, number 6 is dying still. 7, 8, and 9 are not.
I figured the thing is nothing but eyes. It should have an effect.
Well, and it's not eyes. Those are like bulbous skin pockets. It's really kind of gross.
Almost
Well,
like
they look like eyes.
Yeah, they're like pustules. They're pretty gross. Okay, Ghosted segment 5. Do you want to do any one last thing before we get through with this? I think you're the only person that goes on 5. Is that right?
The ghost will do a flyby on a state mutant 3, not hoping that she can actually do some knockback away from Cypher, who's on the ground.
Okay.
So, 15 to reach him.
I'm having a hard time hearing you, but I think I follow.
And she will also fly up and get a little bit of range, height, probably stopping around here. She's going to put herself between Ghost and me, but you're not.
So you've made an attack here.
Well, yeah, I'm making it. I'm rolling.
Okay.
that will hit.
Oops.
Is Stevie? Oh, Stevie's not a knockoutable thing. I was seeing all the stun gone, and I was like, what?
54 stun, 16 body. I might get a bit of knockback out of this. Lucky. Yes, I got lucky. 9 meters of knockback. I don't know how much knockback.
He's got 10 meters of knockback resistance.
Oh well, so much for knocking him away from Cypher.
Okay. All right, I'm going to put us on pause for now. The area is still shaking violently. All the civilians have escaped, and all their turns they're running away. So by this point, there's not really anybody in the open field. There are not any more superpowered people flying off. Everybody has flown away that's going to fly away. Everybody make just some free perception rolls. And this will have been perceptions before this all happened. So for what you saw as you were coming up. Faust.
Succeeded by 1.
Okay. All right.
Failed by 3, Natch.
Okay, so enough of you all in Wild Thing. It's like, why do I even ask?
I'm sorry. Hold a second. I gotta roll. Sorry about that. Our friend is talking to me.
Wow, everybody's failing their perception rolls. What in the world?
Christine made it by 4. Such a show.
Okay, let me see if I can figure out who was that made their...
I think I made it.
So Ghost can see...
I noticed that you failed by 1.
Nemesis. See by 0. Oh, but failed the first time Nemesis failed. Stevie rolled. Okay. A handful of you all see it. Wild Thing, you definitely would see this. Fleetwood and Stevie are not humans, so they wouldn't know this. But Wild Thing and... yeah, really it's just Wild Thing. Did everybody else miss their?
Ghost made it by 1.
Yeah, no, Faust, you would.
This is at the beginning.
Yeah, this would have been.
Yeah, I still failed.
Yeah, so you were blind already. Yeah.
Yes.
Ghost, I don't know that you would know what you saw, any relevance of it, right?
Very unlikely. If it's anything to do with human culture or
Yeah.
general world knowledge, no, she wouldn't know a thing.
Yeah. Wild thing, you're the only person that noticed it. Do you have any skills that have knowledge skills related to the city, the history, the anything like that?
The city? No. Remember, she just moved here.
Acrobatics, I'm under security in the south, central.
Darn,
Yeah.
I'm the one with all the pop culture skills.
Yeah, roll just a regular knowledge roll, like a intelligence roll.
Those intelligence? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my, oh, there it is. Sometimes I forget where I put the damn thing.
Just the 8 or less is what I'm looking for you to beat. If you get under 8, did you do it? No. Okay. Well, that's you all are so focused on the battle at hand that you see so many people flying away, and it's I think the thing that you all would just notice, it's pretty curious seeing so many supers and whatever. You can't tell if they're villains or whatever, but you see supers flying away, or powered people escaping from this place, and that may be the only curious thing.
Oh, you know what? I just forgot the whole friggin' lore of the game.
You forgot what? What?
I forgot the whole lore of the game, the campaign lore. I completely forgot about it. My brain shut down. It kept saying that superpowered people kept coming out, and my brain didn't click.
Okay, so anybody have any questions or things that you'd want to clarify before we wrap for a bit? Obviously, we'll finish back up in the middle of this battle in the next session.
Well, I'm going. Wild Thing will definitely contact Socrates, because Socrates will probably be able to do this, and tell Socrates that powered beings have just escaped from the asylum. We're engaged with some mutated humans, and if Socrates could maybe do a scan of the area, maybe track these beings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as you all are maybe in the middle of this battle, you're asking Socrates to do some scans. Socrates is not able to get any satellite feeds live here for some reason. So he's asking if there's anybody that can send video feeds back. He could maybe do something with it, but right now he's not being able to see anything.
Well, she can use her phones. That's what they're there for.
Yeah, so y'all can, you're at some point in time throughout, you're going to be trying to snap some photos, and maybe even Cypher and others can send some video feedback too, to try to share what's happening. But you all didn't really perceive, Wild Thing, you're the only person that would have perceived it and known anything about it. So you can snap some photos and send it back to him. Anybody else have anything they want to do in the interim? This is really just kind of catching up with inter battle. Maybe spoken things you want to say, or cross communication you want to make.
I'd like to blow all of my hero points to retcon just a tiny little bit of my action.
Okay.
Seeing as we roll these things every time, Ghost is not high above the ground. She's only about 2 meters. From this escape movement. The idea is that she's making herself more of a target than Cypher.
Cool. And given the hero points, if anybody wants to use their hero action points to make their perception rolls, that'd be interesting.
OMG, that would be a great use. Then I would make it by 2.
Can I make my hero one and maybe get that intelligence roll better?
Yeah. I think this is cool because it's part of the story. I mean, that's really cool.
So assuming I made my perception roll by 2 now, we're using haps. What the heck did I see? Did I recognize any of these supers? Maybe.
Yeah, so you definitely saw these people moving. Everybody that makes their perception roll can make either a cultural knowledge roll, or if you don't have one, make an intelligence roll. to try to.
I have a knowledge of pop culture for 11, or also here we go. Pre-vanishing heroes 8 or less. Going to make that one.
Oh, okay.
Failed by 2.
How many hero action points did you have? You had 5.
Right, and I used. Well, in theory, I used all 5 to make the roll by 2. But if I only use 3 to make the perception roll exactly, I could use 2 more. And yeah, then I'd make this roll exactly.
That's funny.
I could use 3 of my hero points and get to that 8 you said I needed for my intelligence.
Yeah. So, anybody else have a particular skill that's got the knowledge of the hero's world or anything like that?
I do.
Other than roll mystery, no.
Yeah, I think I'm willing to do it for people that've got the skill specifically about heroes or pre-heroes. That stuff.
Yeah, I can use all 5 points to make each of the rolls just.
Okay. And the same thing. Cypher. If you want to put hero action points into it, did you make a perception for this?
I did. I failed it by 1 for knowledge of heroes and villains.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could put some points into that to make it a success as well.
Okay.
Which would have given me an 8 or less.
Okay. I'm trying.
Is this something that I could have sent one of my Fleetwoods to get a closer view of these things? Flying away because they've got non-combat flight capability and they can take pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I think. But you've already had them in the engaged, so you wouldn't have. They wouldn't have gone after been taking pictures.
Okay.
I had mentioned that I was going to be wired for sound. So, at least from Nemesis' point of view, you'll have a camera.
Okay, so you all know that those of you all that made your appropriate rolls by hero action points, would that be Windwalker and Cypher, and you know this person was missing before, but you all could have sworn you saw the villain known as Monsoon.
Monsoon. Okay.
Flying away.
Even though they were so I thought heroes were the ones missing, not villains.
No, some powerfuls were missing, not just.
Okay, I thought Dr. D had specifically targeted heroes. Okay.
Yep. Nope, some people that threatened him as well.
Okay.
Nemesis will use 4 of her hero points to wipe out the flash on her.
Ooh, man! I wish y'all had remembered. I mean, obviously you said at the beginning, but those are hero points are probably going to be useful for y'all for those kinds of things.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wanted to see how far I could march with nobody attacking me.
Yeah, and you obviously did. So that's good. Okay. Any other questions before we wrap?
Thanks for the game.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for playing, everybody. 3 experience points.
Yeah, it was fun.
3 experience points for everybody who participated, and then again a journal if you get another experience point for it. So we will play again on Wednesday.
Thanks.
Yay! Okay. Night, guys.
Good night.
Y'all have a good weekend and all stay safe.
Good night.
Amen.
Night.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.